Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with that terrible pain in your calf? That feeling that your muscle is being twisted and squeezed so hard that you can't even breathe properly? I know exactly what it's like to go through that. Nighttime leg cramps are one of the most common and painful problems affecting women over the age of 60. And the worst part is that doctors often just say that it's normal with age, as if you have to accept this pain as part of your life now. But I can assure you, it doesn't have to be that way. Today I'm going to share with you a natural, simple, and extremely effective solution that has helped thousands of women say goodbye to nighttime cramps forever. A solution that does not involve strong medications, has no side effects, and can be easily prepared in your own kitchen. I am going to reveal a food that, when consumed before bedtime, can transform your nights of sleep and end that discomfort that wakes you up in the middle of the night. Keep watching, because in the next few minutes you will discover not only what causes these painful cramps, but also how to eliminate them once and for all with a solution so simple that you will wonder why no one ever told you about it before. Nighttime leg cramps are like a sleep thief. They come without warning, steal your rest, and leave you feeling tired the next day. And the most frustrating thing is that, for many women, this problem becomes more and more frequent after the age of 60. You're lying down, you've finally found a comfortable position, you're almost asleep when, suddenly, you feel that involuntary contraction. The pain is so intense that it takes your breath away. You try to stretch your leg, massage the muscle, get up and walk around a little, but the discomfort takes a while to go away. And even when it does, the fear that it will happen again has completely robbed you of your sleep. In the morning, you feel tired with a sore leg, and you know you will have to face your day with less energy than you would like. And the worst part is that this can happen several times a week, seriously impairing your quality of life. Many women tell me that they have begun to dread going to bed, which should be a time for relaxation and rest, but ends up becoming a source of anxiety. Will I be able to sleep tonight? Will the cramp come back? And unfortunately, when they consult their doctors, they often receive vague answers such as, "This is normal with age," or "are prescribed medications that only mask the problem and still bring a series of unwanted side effects." Have you ever felt that your body is becoming your enemy when these cramps strike in the middle of the night? I know that it often seems like no one really understands what you are going through. Every night interrupted by intense pain is a silent struggle that few recognize. I would love to hear more about your experience. Share in the comments by writing, "I get cramps when I'm sleeping and it makes me." Your comment can help other women realize that they are not alone on this journey. Sometimes just knowing that other people are going through the same thing as you brings great relief. And more importantly, by sharing your experience, you help me better understand how I can continue to create content that really makes a difference in your life. But before revealing this miraculous food that can end your nighttime cramps, it is important to understand what really causes this problem, which is so common in women over 60. Cramps are involuntary and painful muscle contractions that occur when there is an electrolyte imbalance in the body. Electrolytes are minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and calcium, which help regulate muscle function. When we are deficient in these minerals, our muscles cannot relax properly, resulting in these painful contractions. And why does this affect women over 60 more? First, because with natural aging, our bodies tend to absorb fewer nutrients from the foods we eat. Second, because many of us take medications for high blood pressure, cholesterol, or other health problems that can interfere with the absorption of these essential minerals. Third, because dehydration becomes more common with age, as our thirst mechanism is not as efficient as it once was, and lack of adequate water also contributes to electrolyte imbalance. And finally, because the hormonal changes we experience in postmenopause also affect the way our bodies process and utilize these minerals. These factors combined create the perfect scenario for the onset of nighttime cramps, especially in the legs, which are the muscles that have worked the hardest during the day and are most susceptible to these imbalances during rest. Now, let's talk about the solution. The food that can transform your nights and end cramps is a simple, natural blend of 3 powerful ingredients: banana, honey, and cinnamon. Yes, it may seem too simple to be true, but the science behind this combination is solid, and the results are impressive. Let's understand why this mixture works so well. First, bananas are one of the richest sources of potassium available. Potassium is an essential mineral for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. When you have low potassium levels, your muscles tend to contract involuntarily, causing cramps. A medium banana contains about 400 milligrams of potassium, which is already a significant portion of what your body needs daily. In addition, bananas contain magnesium, another mineral crucial for muscle health. Magnesium works in conjunction with potassium to ensure that your muscles can relax completely during sleep. The second ingredient, honey, is not only a natural sweetener but also a rich source of various minerals and vitamins. Honey contains small amounts of potassium, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, all of which are important for muscle health. In addition, honey has natural anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce any inflammation in the leg muscles that may be contributing to cramps. Honey also helps improve the absorption of nutrients from bananas. And finally, cinnamon, which is not only a delicious spice, but also a powerful natural anti-inflammatory. Cinnamon helps improve blood circulation, ensuring that nutrients reach the leg muscles more efficiently. In addition, cinnamon has properties that help regulate blood sugar levels, which can be particularly beneficial for women with diabetes or prediabetes, conditions that are common after age 60. Together, these three ingredients form a perfect combination to combat nighttime leg cramps naturally and effectively. The best part about this solution is that it is extremely easy to prepare and incorporate into your nighttime routine. You will need 1 ripe banana, 1 tablespoon of pure honey, and a pinch of ground cinnamon. The preparation couldn't be simpler. Mash the banana into a paste, add the honey, and mix well. Finally, sprinkle the cinnamon on top and mix again. Consume this mixture about an hour before going to bed to give your body time to absorb all these beneficial nutrients. You can eat this mixture plain with a spoon, or, if you prefer, spread it on whole wheat toast for an even more nutritious nighttime snack. The important thing is to consume it regularly, especially if you suffer from frequent cramps. Many women begin to notice a significant improvement in the first week of use. Some report that cramps decrease in intensity and frequency within the first few nights, while others need a little more time to feel the full benefits. What matters is consistency. Make this snack part of your nighttime routine, just like brushing your teeth or washing your face. And, of course, this solution is completely natural, has no side effects, and is delicious, which makes it much easier to incorporate into your daily routine. But it's not just bananas with honey and cinnamon that can help prevent nighttime cramps. There are other complementary strategies that can enhance the effects of this mixture and ensure you have peaceful, pain-free nights. Proper hydration is essential. As I mentioned before, dehydration is one of the main causes of cramps, especially in women over 60, when our thirst mechanism is not as efficient. Try to drink at least 8 glasses of water throughout the day, but avoid drinking large amounts of liquid right before bedtime so you don't interrupt your sleep with trips to the bathroom. Another important strategy is to do gentle stretching before bed. Take a few minutes to gently stretch your leg muscles, especially your calves, which are most affected by nighttime cramps. A simple and effective stretch is to stand facing a wall with your hands resting on it. Take a step back with one leg, keeping your heel on the floor and your knees straight. You should feel a stretch in the back of your leg. Hold this position for 30 seconds and then switch legs. Doing this stretch every night before bed can significantly reduce the occurrence of cramps. It is also important to review the medications you take regularly, as some may contribute to cramps. Diuretics, certain high blood pressure medications, and cholesterol statins are known to affect electrolyte levels in the body. If you take any of these medications and suffer from frequent cramps, talk to your doctor about adjusting the dose or switching to an alternative that causes fewer side effects. Remember, never stop or change the dosage of a medication without medical advice. Another common cause of nighttime cramps in women over 60 is vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D is essential for the absorption of calcium, another mineral crucial for muscle health. With age, our skin produces less vitamin D when exposed to the sun, and many of us spend less time outdoors. Consider getting 15 to 20 minutes of sun exposure daily, preferably in the early morning or late afternoon when the sun's rays are less intense. If this is not possible, talk to your doctor about supplementation. The temperature of your bedroom while you sleep can also influence the onset of cramps. Very cold environments can cause muscles to contract more easily. Keep your bedroom at a comfortable temperature and wear soft socks if your feet tend to get cold at night. Some women also report benefits from using a heavier blanket on their legs, as the gentle, constant pressure can help relax the muscles. And we can't forget the importance of a proper mattress. A mattress that is too hard or too soft can cause poor posture during sleep, resulting in muscle tension that can lead to cramps. Invest in a good quality mattress and consider using pillows between your legs if you sleep on your side to keep your spine aligned and reduce pressure on your leg muscles. In addition to the strategies I've already mentioned, there are some specific foods that are particularly rich in magnesium and potassium, the minerals essential for preventing muscle cramps. Including these foods in your daily diet can complement the benefits of the banana, honey, and cinnamon mixture, creating an even more effective approach to the problem. Dark green leaves such as spinach, kale, and arugula are excellent sources of magnesium. A salad of these leaves for lunch or dinner can be a valuable addition to your diet. Avocados are rich in both potassium and magnesium, as well as being a source of healthy fats that aid in the absorption of these minerals. Half an avocado a day can make a big difference in preventing cramps. Walnuts, almonds, and pumpkin seeds are concentrated sources of magnesium. A small handful as an afternoon snack can provide a significant amount of this essential mineral. Sweet potatoes, in addition to being a source of complex carbohydrates that help maintain stable energy levels, are also rich in potassium. Legumes such as beans, lentils, and chickpeas are sources of both magnesium and vegetable protein, which are important for overall muscle health. And, of course, fruits other than bananas, such as oranges, melons, and dried apricots, are also rich in potassium and can be included in your daily diet to prevent cramps. Remember that variety is the key to healthy eating, so try to incorporate different foods from these groups throughout the week. Another approach that has shown impressive results for many women is the application of essential oils to the area affected by cramps. Oils such as rosemary, lavender, and eucalyptus have natural anti-inflammatory and muscle-relaxing properties. To use, dilute a few drops of essential oil in a carrier oil, such as coconut or olive oil, and gently massage into the legs before bedtime. The massage itself helps to relax the muscles, and the essential oils enhance this effect. Some women also report benefits from warm baths before bed, especially when they add Epsom salts to the bath water. Epsom salts are rich in magnesium, which can be absorbed through the skin, helping to relax the muscles. A 15 to 20-minute bath with these salts can be a valuable addition to your nighttime routine, especially on days when you feel more tired or have been more physically active. And speaking of physical activity, we must not forget that regular exercise, adapted to your abilities and health conditions, is essential for maintaining muscle health and preventing cramps. Low-impact activities such as walking, swimming, water aerobics, and yoga are excellent options for women over 60. These activities help improve circulation, gently strengthen muscles, and contribute to the body's electrolyte balance. Even if you have never exercised regularly, it is never too late to start. Start slowly, with short, low-intensity sessions, and gradually increase as you feel comfortable. Your body will thank you, not only with fewer cramps, but with an overall improvement in your health and quality of life. Now, I want to share with you the story of Dona Clara, a 68-year-old woman who suffered from night cramps so intense that she cried out in pain. Clara was always tired because she rarely got a full night's sleep. She had tried everything: medications prescribed by her doctor, magnesium supplements, compression socks, but nothing seemed to work consistently. The cramps continued to torment her almost every night. That's when her neighbor told her about this simple mixture of banana, honey, and cinnamon. Initially skeptical, Clara decided she had nothing to lose and began consuming this mixture every night, about an hour before bedtime. On the first night, she still had a cramp, but she noticed that it was less intense than usual. On the second night, she slept uninterrupted for the first time in months. By the end of the first week, Clara realized that the cramps had practically disappeared. Now, 6 months later, she rarely has cramps, and when she does, they are so mild that they hardly bother her. Clara has regained not only her nights of sleep, but her energy during the day and her joy of living. She makes a point of sharing this simple solution with all her friends who suffer from the same problem, and is happy to see how something so simple and natural can make such a big difference in someone's life. Clara's story is not unique. I have received hundreds of similar reports from women who have found relief from nighttime cramps with this simple mixture of banana, honey, and cinnamon. What is most impressive is how something so simple, which does not involve expensive medications or complex procedures, can transform these women's quality of life. A common question that many women ask me is whether this mixture of banana, honey, and cinnamon can be prepared in advance and stored to make their routine easier. Although it is always preferable to consume the mixture fresh, I understand that we don't always have the time or inclination to prepare something every night. You can prepare this mixture in advance and store it in the refrigerator, but not for more than 24 hours. Bananas tend to darken and lose some of their nutrients when exposed to air for too long. One solution is to prepare individual portions and freeze them. Mash the bananas, mix with the honey and cinnamon, and divide into portions that can be consumed at one time. Place each portion in a small plastic bag or ice cube tray and put it in the freezer. When you are ready to eat it, remove it from the freezer and let it thaw naturally for about 30 minutes, or use the microwave for a few seconds. Freezing preserves most of the nutrients, and you will have your mixture ready whenever you need it. Another alternative is to simply keep the ingredients on hand and make the mixture part of your nighttime routine. With practice, you'll find that it takes less than a minute to mash a banana, add a spoonful of honey, and a pinch of cinnamon. Consider this small amount of time an investment in your well-being and the quality of your sleep. Another frequently asked question is whether this mixture can be used by women with diabetes, since it contains banana and honey, which are foods with natural sugar. This is a valid concern, since many women over the age of 60 have diabetes or prediabetes. The answer is yes. With a few adjustments, this mixture can be safe even for those who need to control their blood sugar levels. First, choose a less ripe banana, which has less sugar. Slightly green bananas have a lower glycemic index and have less impact on blood sugar levels. As for honey, you can reduce the amount to half a teaspoon or replace it with a natural sweetener such as stevia. Cinnamon is also beneficial for people with diabetes, as it helps regulate blood sugar levels. In any case, if you have diabetes, it is always advisable to consult your doctor before making any changes to your diet. They will be able to advise you on the best way to incorporate this mixture into your diet without compromising the control of your condition. Also, remember that if you use diabetes medication, this mixture should be consumed consistently, always at the same time, so that your body can adapt and your doctor can adjust your medication if necessary. Some women also ask me if there are any contraindications to consuming this mixture. In general, bananas, honey, and cinnamon are safe foods for most people. However, there are some specific situations where you should be careful. If you are allergic to any of these ingredients, you should obviously avoid them. Some people are allergic to pollen and may react to honey, especially unprocessed honey. If you notice any allergic reactions, such as itching, swelling, or difficulty breathing after consuming the mixture, seek medical attention immediately. People with advanced kidney failure should limit their consumption of potassium, which is present in large amounts in bananas. In this case, talk to your doctor before adding this fruit to your daily diet. Cinnamon in large amounts can interfere with certain anticoagulant and diabetes medications. The amount used in this mixture is small and generally safe, but again, if you take these medications, it is always a good idea to consult your doctor. And finally, if you have acid reflux or peptic ulcer disease, be aware that honey can worsen these symptoms in some people. In such cases, you can try consuming the mixture a little earlier, perhaps 2 or 3 hours before bedtime, to give your digestive system time to process it completely before sleep. But let's talk a little more about the additional benefits of this mixture, besides preventing nighttime cramps. You'll be happy to know that these 3 simple ingredients offer a number of other health benefits. Bananas are rich in fiber, which helps regulate bowel movements, something particularly important for women over 60, when constipation tends to become more common. The fiber in bananas also helps feed beneficial bacteria in the gut, contributing to a healthy gut microbiota, which is directly linked to strengthening the immune system. Honey, in addition to being a natural energy source, has antibacterial properties and can help strengthen the body's defenses. Some studies suggest that regular consumption of honey can improve antioxidant levels in the blood, protecting cells from oxidative damage, one of the factors of aging. And cinnamon is one of the spices richest in antioxidants, in addition to having anti-inflammatory properties and helping to regulate blood sugar levels. Recent research suggests that cinnamon may have beneficial effects on brain health, potentially reducing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. So, in addition to saying goodbye to night cramps, you'll be giving your body a real health gift with this simple and delicious mixture. Have you ever felt how wonderful it is to wake up after a full night's sleep without being interrupted by that terrible pain in your legs? Without having to get up in the middle of the night to walk around or massage your sore muscles? Without spending hours staring at the ceiling, fearing that the cramp will return as soon as you relax again? If you suffer from nighttime leg cramps, you know exactly how much they can affect your quality of life. It's not just about the pain at the moment of the cramp. It's about the fatigue the next day, the irritability that comes with lack of adequate sleep, the limitation in your daily activities because you are always tired, the fear that the pain will return the next night. It's about how something seemingly small can have such a big impact on your overall health and well-being. But it doesn't have to be that way. As we've seen today, a simple, natural, and affordable solution is within your reach. A banana, a spoonful of honey, and a pinch of cinnamon. 3 ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen. 3 ingredients that, together, can transform your nights and, consequently, your days. 3 ingredients that have helped thousands of women regain their sleep, their energy, and their quality of life. If you identified with what we talked about today and would like to continue discovering natural ways to relieve the aches and pains that come with age, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Each week, I share discoveries, techniques, and solutions that have helped thousands of women like you regain their quality of life without relying on aggressive treatments. Just click on the subscribe button below. It costs nothing, but it could be the first step toward a new phase of well-being in your life. And by activating the bell, you'll be notified whenever we have new information that could make a difference in your daily life. We are on this journey together, and every week I want to be here, talking to you, bringing answers and support for your most important questions. And if you like this video, please leave your like and share it with other women who may be suffering from the same problem. Your simple gesture can help someone find the relief they're looking for. In the comments, don't forget to share your experience with night cramps, and if you've already tried this solution, tell us how it went for you. Your story can inspire and encourage other women. Before we say goodbye, I want you to know that I deeply understand what you are going through. Night cramps are not just leg pain. They can affect your entire quality of life. And I know that you can often feel ignored by healthcare professionals who tend to downplay these problems as normal for your age. But you deserve to be heard. You deserve to have your concerns taken seriously. You deserve to find solutions that really work for you. And that's why I'm here. To share knowledge and strategies that can help you live your golden years with the comfort, energy, and joy you deserve. Age brings wisdom, experience, and a unique beauty. Don't let discomforts like night cramps overshadow this special phase of life. Try this simple mixture of banana, honey, and cinnamon and give yourself the gift of peaceful nights and days full of energy. You deserve it. Until the next video, take care of yourself with love and remember, it's never too late to feel better.